All right. Hello. Hey everybody, it's Marie Antoinette, Posh Paper Perfection. I think I am on live. Not really sure, but we'll find out. So anyway, I'm really excited to share with you these graduation cards. And I just want to say, everyone, that this is not my original idea of doing this. Actually, Karli from Creating with Class, I believe that's her name. I put it in the description, her video. I'm looking for it right now. Hello. Yes, it's called Crafting with Class. She's the one that originally did this video. And as I was doing it, I found myself doing different things and thought, you know what? It might be helpful for you guys to see actually how to do the process. And I think I might do some things really differently. I'm going to be teaching you about how to make your cards have dimension. And this card is actually going to be inspired by my darling daughter Zoe. This is my daughter Zoe, and she is a Spanish teacher at Churchill Academy, and I'm very proud of her. She works with children that, you know, don't have all of the necessities and lifestyle that, you know, most people have, you know, underprivileged children, but they get put into this academy to have a spearhead for a better life. So anyway, as I was looking at my phone popped up. I have an iPhone, popped up memories, and the memories that came up was graduation. And I was like, oh my gosh. See, I'm an empty nester. So you have to understand, my youngest is 25. I was like, oh my gosh, it's graduation. So let's have a graduation video and recap what Karli is saying. And then I'll share with you what I do. Not necessarily the best way to do it. It may be more time consuming. I definitely recommend you to go ahead and check out Karli's video. So with that, we're going to make, anyone guess what university she graduated from? It might be obvious if you look at the photo, because the LU is in the background. And she graduated from Liberty University with a Spanish degree. So we're going to do it Liberty University style. And if you guys know anyone that went to Liberty University, give this a thumbs up. If you love, you know, love university, you are a University of Virginia grad, definitely give a thumbs up. So this is actually not going to be made into a card, but I'm going to use it as an embellishment for a scrapbook page. What you're seeing here is a scrapbook page that was created for Create 3, which I attended last week. Loved it. I learned so many things. So I'm going to be taking some of the Canton Blue paper. Fabulous. Oh my god, that paper is amazing. If you haven't seen it, I think it's available on HSN, but it's definitely available on Anna's website. And I do have to say, with the crops that she has, there are payment plans. So take advantage of those payment plans. This is not only just on HSN. Now Anna has payment plans on her website, which make crafting so affordable. And with this word to the wise, just make sure that if you start doing payment plans, you are careful to know how much you're budgeting for, because it can get you in trouble if you don't use your funds wisely. The last thing you need is, you know, a payment of $77 sneaking up when you have to pay the water bill. which hasn't happened to me, but I'm just saying for the word for the wise. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, let me put this over here. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing here is I'm going to take this out here. Let's bring it back to my table. And okay, I'm going to share with you the dies that we're going to be using. Okay, so here are the dies. We're going to use the Carte Homme dies. Okay, and you can see how I actually store my dies as well. So I don't know if that's you know, easy for you to see how that's done, if that's helpful or anything. But I do store them in pouches and with magnetic backings, and I have the Container Store mesh drawers, and I store those, and most of my die cuts get stored in a photo album. Okay, so we're going to be working with actually 4 different die sets. One is Anna Griffin, and then you have the waffle flower, nesting square dies, and the nesting circle dies. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to be using a Spellbinders die, and I cannot remember where I got this die from, but I believe I got it from Amazon. I just need to find out in my past purchases what it actually is. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for my chair squeaking, so if you hear my chair squeaking, it's a battle, but I have sciatica pain, so I'm trying not to stand right now. Okay, sitting is more comfortable. Okay, so these are the dies. Okay, so the one that we're going to be using from the square to make the cap is going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe it's number 5. Okay, it's this size. Okay, and then for the little top on the cap, the little button, we're going to be using this the teeny tiniest one. Okay, all right, so let's put these away since I already have that out. Okay, as for paper, I put in the description what paper we're going to be using. We're going to be using a dark blue. Okay, and this is how I keep some of my smaller scraps, although I've started using other methods. Let's see, those are the same. Okay, such as, I love this method. It's just to store it, it's a little bit bulky. So what I've been doing is with my Neenah cardstock. That's what, if we were going to make it out of cardstock, a card base, we would use the Neenah cardstock, 110 pounds. Okay, and then I just keep my scraps in here, and it's really nice. Okay. The other, the blue paper is from Luxe Paper, and I believe that's 100 pounds. Okay. The other thing that I'm going to be using is this really cool mini paper trimmer that I got from Stampin' Up. And then our last cardstock that we'll use is a red cardstock, and that's for the sentiment. Okay, so in addition to those things that we'll be using, I'll also be showing you how I applied the tassels and the cord. I guess, I don't know what you call it. It's the graduation. I'm going to call it the graduation cord. If you guys know what exactly it's called, throw it down below. Tell everybody what the correct name for this is. I am no expert. I just share because I love. Okay, so we're going to use those as well. So I'm going to put that over here. The first thing that we're going to do is take out our dies here. All right. Oh, we do need the white cardstock because we have to make the shirt. Of course. Now I was trying to think why I needed the white cardstock. All right. So we are going to first take these two right here. All right. And we're going to cut out the vest or the robe. I'm sorry, the robe. And with this, because they're so long, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of using my 13-inch and a Griffin magnetic mat. Love this. If you have the regular Empress, you can do that the same. All right. And then I'm going to bring out my scissors. I'm going to use two different scissors. I have the orange is my paper scissors. The white is my fabric scissors. Okay. I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you do use your paper scissors on fabric, it can get dull, vice versa. So it's always a good rule of thumb to have a dedicated scissor for that. Okay. All right. So now I am just cutting along. And I know some of you might be going, Maria, I wish you would tell me when you were going to go live. Well, I really don't know when I'm going to go live because right now in my lifestyle, I'm just trying to figure out everything. So I'm hoping that, you know, be able to go live and have it scheduled, a scheduled time, and have actually be organized to have a project and have all of the things. Today is the very first day that I actually have the description and the links and stuff for you, which it takes a pretty long time. I mean, I was ready to go live like at 12:30, and it took me about 2 hours just to get all of the information for you guys. Whoops, I have some stuff behind it. Yeah, I have some stuff behind it, so it was not happy and it was going to move whether I liked it or not. Okay, so let's do this. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. And now, let's go ahead and take some of the white cardstock. And I have tons of white cardstock here. Let me see if I can find some other. Here. That's beige. Hello. I have it in my hand, but I'm like, right now I'm just like, well, let us do, so just for anybody that's curious, what I'm looking at right here is all of my scrap pieces of paper that is in a file box like this. So I need to label them so I don't have to keep on looking at the colors. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that ahead of time, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so we'll just use this piece of paper right here. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to do the collar here. And we will also do this. Now I haven't tried, and I'm kind of wondering, maybe I should try it. I don't know. Let me angle it this way. I'm going to try something. I want to try something different because, you know, girls don't really use, most girls don't really use collars when they're doing the wearing, you know, underneath their gowns. They're usually wearing a dress or something that has like a scoop. So let's try something as I'm getting in my creative wheelhouse. Might be, I don't know. We might need it because of the, we're going to cut out another one. Okay. And, oh, I don't need another one of these. Hello. I'm perfectly fine with that. We're going to cut out another one of these. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, you know what? I tried it. And maybe one of you all will find a way to make it work. And then we can learn together. Now, for this to work, we're going to have to do something else. And I just realized it. This is how my brain works. It's kind of crazy. We are going to take this and we're just going to we're going to cut right here like this. Trust me on this. Okie dokie. Now, here are my thoughts on doing the scoop neck. Okay, we'll need a circle. Put this away here for a second. And I'm going to take my smaller die cutting system here. Just put it right here. Okay, so we definitely want a circle. And let's think about this. We do it like this and like that, right? Then the scoop needs to be I'm thinking like that. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put this in the middle. Is it straight? I can't tell. I think that's straight. Okay, and now we will, or do we want it bigger? Maybe we'll want it bigger, because that's, let's see what it looks like if it's a bigger circle. Yeah, that's what we want. think we want the bigger circle. Okay, and I think that is a 1-inch circle. If it's not 1, it's 1 1/4. I'll make sure to put the size on there. Okay. And this actually saves us a step of making buttons, which is great. Okay, so we just made the shirt there. Let's put that back. Put those away because I got too many things on the desk. Yeah. You know, when Anna does this live, I have to say, when she says she has a team of cutting fairies and stuff like that, oh man, those people are golden. Because when you're doing it all by yourself, live production all by yourself, that is crazy. Okay, all right. So we have here, we go like this. And this. Yay! That's gonna look so cute, guys. I'm like so excited. So excited. Thank you so much for giving me that inspiration. Okay, so let's put this one away. We'll, you know, use that later. Okay, but we don't need these dies anymore. So let's go ahead and throw all of these dies back in this pouch. I think they must have a basket that they just throw everything into. If you create, uh-oh, I lost something. Hold on, 1 second. There we go. All right, if you create with your create YouTube channels and tell me what you do. What do you do with your stuff that's that you're finished with? Okay, I would love to know. Okay, so we have that. We're not finished with the blue yet though, because we bring the paper back. There we go. Okay, so with this blue, you can either die cut this, or you can or you can, you know, just cut it out, like, you know, with your paper trimmer. And I'll have the exact measurement after this video because I forgot to put that into the description. Okay. All right. But if you're wondering how big that is, let's see, that's 1 inch. So it's about, hello, let's see here. It's about 1.5 inch square. Okay, now we're going to cut several of these. Okay, and what I'll do is save myself time, put another paper behind it. Right, and then we're also going to want to die cut several of this as well. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we are making the cap and a little button that goes on top. Okay. If you're new to paper crafting and you're wondering what die cutting machine I'm using, I use an Empress. It's from Anna Griffin, of course. I love it. It's the mini. And where did that go? Oh, there it is. Punch that out. Okay. So I like to do at least 3 stacks. So we're going to do that one more time. And I do this instead of using foam dots. Okay. Foam dots or, you know, the adhesive foam. Those can be really expensive when you're a paper crafter and you're crafting all the time. And what I've learned is to be frugal and use what I have. So this is what I'm doing. It may take a little bit more time, but you get the same results. If not, I think it looks better. Well, we have a storm rolling in. Hopefully it will not cause any havoc for our life. Okay. There we go. I'll save this one for another time. So let me put that in here. And go. That in there. We might, yeah, we'll be fine with that. Okay. So now we're almost done with our cutting. That's that. Okay. And we're going to put that there. We're going to take this here. All right, and what I love about this little paper trimmer here, hi, thanks for watching. I didn't notice somebody was on. Hello. Make sure you comment so I know who's watching, and thank you. Okay, so now what we're going to do with this little tiny trimmer is there is a line right here that we're going to cut. We're going to cut this off. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're not going to discard these because these are actually really nice to layer on your regular suits. It gives more dimension, okay? I love, love, love using these excess pieces. I'll take that, cut it right down, okay? I'm going to put that right over there, that there, and then take this and yes, I'm cutting it backwards, but it's going to be okay. There we go. All right. So we will save these for another future project, okay, to add dimension to the suits. But right now, we're going to focus on this. Okay, so we cut this off, right? So now we have the vest there, okay? We made the shirt, okay? All right, and then we have the backing. Now this is important that we have this because guess what? It's gonna give the appearance of that shirt, okay? Which is what I was trying to figure out in my head, and I was like, oh, yeah, I know what we're gonna do now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue this. I think that's good enough right there. And we're going to glue this on here. Now, I just realized I'm going to have to update the description of this video because we are learning how to do something new. Okay. And wouldn't it be so cool if you did little pearls? Oh, I just thought of another idea. Ah, yeah, goodness gracious. Okay, let's focus. I have a die that does that, but I need to find it. So, okay, so now that we have that, now we can, let's see, is that right? Yep. We're gonna have to cut this off because you see how it's winged like that? So we're just going to cut, let's go ahead and cut that off. Like that. And there we go. Okay, we're going to keep these because we're going to actually use them. All right. So now that we have that, then let's see here. Let's cut this at an angle. Let's figure out this. There's going to be a way to do this. Right there. I'm going to use the other one. Where did we put that? I put that over here. I need to look at this for a second for the angle. That looks like that. So, let's see here. You want to cheat? That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, we're going by the seat of our pants now. Hey, but you know what the greatest thing is? That you guys can like actually follow along, right? Right, and then let's do that again. Ta-ta! All right, let's keep those. Well, it's a good thing that I kept that. Okay, all right, let's see. I say I am not perfect anyway. There we go, just like that. That's great. Okay. You guys going, God help us. This woman has no idea what the hell she's doing. You're absolutely right. I could have told you that one. All right, so we're going to glue this here. And there. Kind of even that out. There we go. Yeah, that circle that we used, I think the 1 1.5 or 1 1/4 was the perfect size. Because you can get, if you want to do the littler one, you could, or an in-between size. But that definitely worked out for what we needed to do. And since I did not go far enough with my glue, I'm just gonna take that. And do that. Okay. And now we can take this side here. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You could do all kinds of t-shirts, right? Right? Anybody else getting excited? This is amazing. Okay, I'll do it this way. And then I have a feeling down here. Okay. What you guys thinking? Oh my gosh, this is great. This is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. I love it when a plan works out. Love it, love it, love it. All right. All right. And then, okay, so we have that. So we're going to put that over to the side. All right. But now, you know, we know that we have the shirt. Okay, let's go ahead and do the cap. Okay, and these are 2. So all we're going to do is we're going to stack these up really simply. Whoop! Hello. Like that, but don't fall. Let it fall. Hello. Try to get the corners here. When you have these and you stack them up, make sure that when you press, you don't slide your fingers, because the last thing you want to do is slide your fingers when the glue is wet and then you can't get the paper apart. Okay, you're just going to press, 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 and stack it. And we're going to do this again. And we'll do the same thing. Press, press, press. And stack. I did not bring a wet washcloth to clean my fingers as the glue gets all over the place, so I apologize. You'll be seeing me kind of just like clean my fingers. Oh, okay. So I think that's straight. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing for the button that goes on top. And I just usually just pick it up like that. You can use your tweezers to put them together. This is where you get really messy with the glue. And again, just make sure, I like to roll it just to make sure that it's even, because if I press down while it's wet, like I said, the glue makes the paper slide. Okay, and then we'll do that again. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I just realized that how tiny it is. Let me put this camera up close and see a little bit better. Will let me know if I'm out of the range. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So now you have your cap, which is going to go on top, and you can see how the dimension is really, really nice. Okay, really nice. If you wanted to, you could have cut 2 of these to make the vest pop up. You know, we're going to call it a gown, to make the gown pop up. So you would have an added layer of dimension there. But I chose not to do that this time because I was too focused on getting this right. Okay, now what I love, what Karli shares, and it's a game changer, is this little thing here. okay? And I can't remember what the size of it is. Watch her video. This is really, really helpful when making the tassel, okay? So we're going to bring that, we're going to make the tassel. We're also going to make the cord that goes here, okay? We'll go ahead and measure it so we know exactly what it is. Now, one thing that I noticed was when I first was doing this, okay, double-sided has a shiny side and a dull side. And of course, this is the shiny side, okay? Remember that even though it's double-sided, one side is still shinier than the other, okay? Just letting you know. Okay, so this right here, we're not going to stick this on here, but we need the cord to go down, okay? When I first saw her card, I thought that she had cut it, and she may have, I don't remember, an angle, but that's not really necessary, okay? So you just need to have it that long, okay? And then another thing is, I didn't see her show that what she did was she tucked this underneath, okay? So we'll need at least a 1/4 of an inch here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll measure it. I'm going to cut it right here. Let's go ahead and measure how long that is, okay? So I'm going to say that you need it to be at least 5 inches long, okay? 5 inches long, all right? And that is with at least a 1/4 of it. So I'm going to go ahead. It's always better, it's better safe than sorry to cut more than cut less. So I'm going to put that like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and tape that right there, okay? And what I'm doing is I have it taped, but now I can finesse it to go into the angle that I want it to, okay? There we go, just like that, okay? And then we'll tape or glue the bottom of it. Now, I did the whole entire thing, and let me tell you, I don't know if you noticed, you can't notice on white. White, you don't notice it. But the way that this was, it soaked through and it did kind of like little dots. So I'm going to try it this way. I want to see if this works. Hopefully it does. I'm going to cut this just a little bit because that's fraying. And I'm just going to glue this bottom half here. Now, if you know how to put ribbon on paper without it doing that, see what it did? Let me know, because I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. All right, and then we will take 5 inches again. And we'll go ahead and cut that. Oh, did you see what I did? Oh, I did it again. Shoot. I told you guys not to do it, and I did it. I cut my fabric with my paper scissors. Oh, that's not good for my paper. Okay. Try this again. I need to label my Now, if you start using these for fabric, then they can be used for fabric. But I started using these for paper. So that's why I'm saying not to use that for paper. Or for fabric, I'm sorry, for fabric. Right, and I think, yep, I have that down right. Just like that. Right, and then take this. And make sure that that's nice and firm. Okay, yay! All right. So now that we have the cap, you would think, yes, let's go ahead and glue this on. All right. But no, do not glue it on, because I have a trick for you. Okay, I have a trick for you. You first need to make your tassel, okay, before you do this. Okay, you have to make your tassel. What we're gonna do, and this is what I found that was best. What we're gonna do is we're going to make the tassel, okay, and then we are going to make a hole in here. And I'm going to share with you why I've done this, okay? So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your hole puncher, and this is a small hole puncher, smaller than a regular size hole puncher, okay? And I'm trying to gauge how it looks like if it's in the middle of the cap, okay? We're going to go halfway, right in the middle. I think that's good. No, a little bit higher. And you can draw on here with like a white cat pen. Do your marking. Okay. And there's our hole. Okay. Very important to have this hole, because what we're going to do is we are going to make the tassel and then feed it through that hole. Okay. Now this is brand new, so hopefully it's not going to give me a hard time. I tell you. So you're going to take this nifty folder that Karli suggests to do, okay? And you're going to make this string go lower, okay? Trust me, because you'll get confused. And you're going to wrap around this 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, 9, 10. One more. 11. Okay. And then this one you can cut short. Right. And then you're going to take string about this long here. I think this is good. You're going to feed it through here underneath. And you're going to have one side longer than the other. And that's because that's going to be the string to the tassel. And you're going to double knot it. You want that one string that you just double knotted a little bit longer, okay? Because when you take this off, it's gonna get really confusing. Like what is what's the string that's tying this all together versus all these other strings, and just trust me. Because otherwise you might be pulling on these strings and they'll be coming off. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, and we're going to go ahead and cut this now and not confuse ourselves. Oh, almost did it again. Put away the scissors, Marie. Hello. And close them. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these scissors and we're going to go, you don't want to do it too tight. I'm not sure if I did it too tight or not, but you can go in this folder, okay? This is the opening of the folder, and start cutting. Don't worry that it's not pretty, okay? We got our top that we tied, all right? And then we're just going to kind of comb it. Lay it like that. Take another piece of string. I can get this there. All right, and then this, I'm gonna make it about, how long is this? Let's do about 8 inches long. Okay. We're going to put it behind the tassel part, and we're basically going to tie this. And I apologize. It's easier for me to hold it up and to tie it. Okay, I'm going to tie it like that. And I like to go ahead and double tie it. And my fingers are just like not cooperating with me. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna wrap it around. Oh, you know what I just noticed? Huh. I did something wrong. Wait. I did something wrong. So let's see if I can take it off. I wish I noticed that before I double tied it. Let's try that again. It's okay. All right. The one thing that I forgot was one of these tassels is going to be used and the other one's not. So the other one you have to fold down. Hello. Okay. And let's see. I don't know if I can. Yeah, that's a double. You could just cut that off right there. Sorry, guys. Hello. My fingers are just kind of slippery or something. All right. All right, so let's do that again. But this is good. This is good to make mistakes because we learn from our mistakes, right? And hopefully this isn't too short. I feel like this might be too short. I'll try it again. Okay. Damn it. I'm just gonna pick it up, guys. You guys gonna have to trust me on this because my fingers are not working. Alright, this is looking pretty bad here. So let's see if we can clean this up here. Try to brush it down. There we go. Okay. And on the top. All I'm doing is kind of pulling it at the same time. Okay. Okay. And our double knot here that we just did, that excess is going to go down, okay? And we're going to take this and we're just going to wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around, and then when we get ready to wrap it around again, I just take my finger like this and go under and then through that hole, if I can do that, grab that, okay, bring it up, and I've made a knot. Now I don't know if there's an easier way to do that, but that just helps me. Do it again. You're going to make a loop, and then let's see, loop, and then feed it going up. And then just make sure that it's tight, okay? And that will go, this string here, when we glue, this will be in the back, so nobody will really notice it, okay? But that's the way I do my tassels. And now we get to trim it up. So I think it's just such a waste to trim all of that, but I don't want to make it shorter. You know, you can like make it shorter if you want to, but I personally wouldn't. Okay, and there you go. And there's our tassel. Okay, as cute as can be. Yes. All right, remember we're going to be gluing this to the back. Now this is where I found that was really, really helpful. This is extremely long. We're going to go ahead and cut off just a little bit there. Okay. The reason why I did the hole in there is so we can feed it through. I don't know how Karli attached hers, but when I tried to figure out this, I was like, what the heck? And then the other thing is, you know, when she does it, she kind of like had it, the tassel kind of like, you know, go like this, and it kind of laid like that. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to glue this back piece to the cap. Okay. So we're going to just have it like that and then try to figure out how you actually want it. Okay. If you want it like this, you can have it like that. I kind of like to have it, you know, closer to the top. And then with the excess glue, you can kind of like just take your fingernail and kind of wipe that off. Okay. Now, with the rest of the string, okay, you decide how much string you want, you know. I think this is a good bit. We're going to go on the back side and we're going to actually glue this part to the back. Okay, that to the back. So now you have this and it's kind of free, and you know, you're like, you could leave this string to, you know, be loose, but you know, it's totally up to you. I would at least glue part of it closer to the inside of it. Okay. Right. And now we'll take that little button, okay, for the cap. Oh, hello. Trying to touch myself. Probably best to do it with tweezers. I'm just saying. Try it again. Let's put glue right there. And you're just going to glue it right on top. Just like that. And now you have that all done. Okay. And see, if I wanted to, I could do it this way if I wanted to, or no, I don't want to do it that way. But you get the idea. Okay. And now because of the thickness, I don't have to use any kind of foam tapes. All right. Oh, hello. There you go. And there you go. You have your feminine version. Okay. You put it on to a, I believe this is a 4.5 by 5. Let's see. This one. Yep. Well, 4.5 by 5.5, I think. Or 4 by, well, what is it? 4.25 by whatever the regular standard size is. I can't remember. But anyway, just put it on your cardstock there. And then you can have your congratulations already done. Okay. And you can have it in gold if you want. That looks really nice. And with this, all you have to do is stack it up 3 times. Yes, that is a pain. Because this is, you know, has dimension on it, what I end up doing here is, like, I will die cut these, but then cut them out and stack them differently. So let me see if I can show you exactly what I mean, because I know that's not clear. So let me go and do this here. If you were to use some kind of die word, because this is so thin, you really can't do die cutting. I'm sorry, foam adhesive. So the best thing to do here is just to lay it down and figure out where are the dimensions, okay? And I know I have to have at least 3 behind this, but not on the T and the S because that's already higher. So what I will do is I will take the congrats here, make sure this is beaded, and I will cut the T and the S. Then I will take this and I will do my glue. And I love the fine tip pen, or I should say fine tip needle. And just do, it's easier to do just little dots. I think they're going to end up spreading anyway. Right. I don't know why I did the T and the S. Alright. And then I'll take this and put them together. Okay. And it seems like it's like really hard to do that, but actually it's not, as long as you don't press down. Don't press down. And if you happen to get, you know, some of the white showing, it's just layering. We're just going to call it layering. Okay. And then we'll do that again. Yeah, because you can see in the back, I didn't really get that right, but that's okay. Let's cut out another one. And if any kind of scraps you have foiled mishaps, keep it, because you can always flip it over and die cut using that same piece of paper. Okay. I'm going to do it one more time to show you. Okay. Right, and then we'll take another one, again cutting where the T and the S is, and just do the little dabs blue here. And the A. And then lay this together as close as you possibly can. And a little tip, the thicker the paper, which means the heavier the paper is, like if you use 100 or plus 100, the easier it is to do this, because if you use 65-pound paper and try to cut these sentiments out and then stack them, first of all, it's going to take longer because it's thinner, and you'll have to add more thickness to it. I don't know if you can see that, how thick it is now. But it also, because of the way that this is die cut and very thin, you also have a higher chance of it ripping. Okay, so now when I take this, you can see that it's pretty much, I probably need to put one more piece of paper, but it's pretty much even on there. Okay. So, and you know, if you wanted to, you could add, you know, one more or two more here, one here. You know, it just depends on what you want to do. But yeah, you can also just forget about that and put it on there like this if you wanted to. That looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, I didn't have a congratulations that was that long. And I really didn't feel like a fussy cutting or die cutting separate letters to make the word congratulations. But that would have been really cool. I really wish she showed how she had embossed the congrats, because I thought that that was really cool, and I couldn't figure out how she had done that. So anyway, and let me take myself off of here for a second. I want to, let's see, I want to figure out something. So let me see if I can find something really quick. What I was thinking is that Elizabeth Craft Dyes has this dye that is, oh gosh, it has little bubbles, you know. If you want to, you can make a little pearl necklace here or something like that, you know, if you wanted to. I was thinking that would be really cute. But this is just as cute with just having the scooped neck dye in there. But anyway, all right. Well, I hope you guys got a lot from this. Yes, it took a long time. I mean, it took like an hour and 15 minutes, but that's because we were trying to I was trying to go in creation mode to make this rounded. But I think that we shared a lot of good tips. These pieces that I said that we would use, normally I would cut those up and then have them stacked here on the card. So you see how the card is now, that this is raised and this is lowered. I would take at least two to stack this up, and then start taking my scraps and preparing it for a solid surface. So, you know, there, and then I can take my strips here. Let me move that over closer to the middle here. Take my strips and scissors, hello. Because I, again, just choose not to use foam tape. Okay. And we will do, yeah, we'll just do this one here. Usually I stack these up two at a time before I lay it down, but I'm just want to show you real quickly what I do. Okay. I'm just taking the scraps and I will cut them and I will glue them to the back of here instead of using foam tape. Have you guys seen this kind of art that people use paper fibers to make art? A friend of mine shared it on Facebook and I was amazed. This man had made a dog purely out of paper and it looked real, like furry real. That would be really neat to learn how to do that. But I bet that takes a lot of patience. Over here. So the reason why I'm doing this here, because I know I said I was going to use this for scrapbooking, is that it's still going to be on a flat surface. So I still have an opportunity to use this. Okay. You may notice that they might not be the same size, and that's okay. The most important thing is that it doesn't show up on the back, on the front, okay? Right. And this is just a good way of saving money. But if you guys want to use foam tape, that's fine. Oh, where did it go? There we go. I think that just moved. I don't know why it moved like that. Okay. Let's do. It's getting dark in here. I need to turn on a light. These overhead lights are not cutting it. Okay, and then that. Let's see here. Right. Hello. Right, and then we need one back here, so we'll do that as like a square. Oh no, well, we're fine with that. We'll do one white. To another one. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to leave it like that right now before I put it all together. But that's exactly what I would do for that last part, okay? And the last thing I want to do is I'm going to stack this a little bit more, and you have such a nice card. So I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial, and I really appreciate you watching. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you see anything that I'm doing that probably you think that could be done easier, like maybe the tassel, let me know. It's been a long time since I worked with yarn, and knots and stuff like that. So it's just really neat to be able to learn something like that. And again, thank you to Karli from the Classy Crafter. You are amazing, and I really appreciate you inspiring me to make this follow-up video on yours. Have a wonderful day and live like you are dying, guys. I mean, you only have one life, so make the most of it. Thank you so much, and see you guys later. Bye.